Imagine this. You finally fall asleep after walking 14 miles, eating half a squirrel, and almost getting mauled by a prehistoric murder cat, only to hear this at 3 a.m. Congratulations, you're now awake, freezing, emotionally unstable, and possibly being hunted. Because for ancient humans, sleeping was basically a temporary death wish. And unlike modern humans, they couldn't just lock the door, buy melatonin, or put on rain sounds for sleeping. Nature itself was a sleep paralysis demon. The biggest problem with sleep is simple. You become unconscious, which is a terrible evolutionary strategy, especially when the local wildlife includes wolves, giant hyenas, bears, snakes, and saber-toothed cats the size of refrigerators. Ancient humans were not apex predators yet. They were more like highly anxious meat tubes with teamwork, and predators knew it. At night, humans lost almost every little advantage they had back in the day. Eyesight, coordination, reaction time, and Gary, who usually held the spear. Night belonged to the creatures with glowing eyes, silent footsteps, and personalities disorderly enough to bite strangers. Imagine trying to sleep while hearing distant growling, rustling bushes, and Dave whispering, "I think something touched my foot." Nobody slept peacefully. People probably woke up every 12 minutes just to make sure they still had organs. Fire was humanity's greatest invention. Not because of cooking, but because it basically screamed, "Please do not eat us." Without fire, humans were just warm raisins lying on the ground. But fire created another problem. Someone had to keep it alive all night. Imagine finally getting sleepy and the tribe says, "Greg, it's your turn to stare at burning wood until sunrise." Now, Greg has sleep deprivation, smoke inhalation, and responsibility. 3 things humans are still terrible at today. And if the fire went out, whoa, there's immediate psychological collapse. Because now every sound outside the cave suddenly became definitely a monster. Ancient humans probably feared hearing silence more than noise. Silence meant the predators were snaky. Modern humans complain when the pillow is warm or the mattress is too soft. Ancient humans slept directly on rocks, dirt, sticks, bugs, and occasionally each other. There were no memory foam mattresses, only survival grateful. Every sleeping position caused damage. Your neck, destroyed. Your back, compressed like an accordion. Your leg, probably asleep before you were. And then there were insects. Mosquitoes have been emotionally terrorizing humanity for tens of thousands of years. Imagine trying to sleep while bugs crawl on your face, fleas live in your hair, and something unknown just entered your fur blanket. At some point, ancient humans probably just accepted, "Yes, something is biting me. Hopefully it's not important." Now, weather was basically a boss fight. Ancient humans had no insulated homes, central heating, waterproof jackets, or cozy winter ambience videos. If it rained too hard, your sleeping area became soup. If it got too cold, you simply entered the afterlife. Ice Age nights were horrifying. Humans slept beside each other for warmth because otherwise they would wake up as prehistoric ice cubes. And imagine hearing predators outside while your entire tribe is trapped inside a freezing cave. That cave basically became an anxiety container. Also, storms at night must have been terrifying. Remember, ancient humans didn't know how weather worked. Thunder could have been sky demons, angry gods, or a mammoth falling downstairs. Nobody knew. Here's the worst part. The predators weren't always animals. Sometimes they were other humans. Ancient tribes competed constantly for food, territory, fire, and survival. So even while sleeping, humans had to worry about raids, theft, kidnappings, or Kevin accidentally snoring loud enough to expose the tribe's location. Honestly, snoring was probably considered attempted murder. Trust itself was dangerous. is sleeping near the wrong person could literally kill you, which may explain why humans today are still weirdly uncomfortable sleeping around strangers. Your brain still carries ancient software, so next time you flip your pillow, complain about your mattress, or wake up because your phone vibrated, remember this: ancient humans slept in total darkness, surrounded by predators, during freezing temperatures, while lying on rocks, next to people named things like Bone Crusher. And somehow, humanity still survived long enough to invent weighted blankets. Honestly, that may be our greatest achievement.